And welcome on in, everybody. It's your Frogman here, King Pepe the Second, bringing you some more Brown Dust 2 content. I know it has been quite a while, in fact. I missed out on uploading a video for Sonia when she debuted, and I wasn't going to miss out on Tyr. Reason was I was on vacation. I'm back now. But don't worry, I was reading the dev notes while I was getting a tan over on the beaches of Florida and everything. I still was keeping up on the latest. So, we have the lovely Tyr here. Obviously, she was very hyped up. A lot of people were looking forward to her as well. And I could see why. I know why. I watched the videos and everything. And I was very excited myself too as well. So, with that being said, like, subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Any comments down below. What you think about Tyr. How do you love her design, her new look. And also the fact that we are getting now more variety with body types. Because Tyr obviously has more of a body like Eclipse and Mikaela. Which, I love a lot. I love curvier women. I love, seeing a little bit more, plump on them as well. I don't mind it. Then again, Gami is incredible, along with his team, with design for all Brown Dust 2 characters in general. And yes, I do love all the waifus. Slender build, however you want to see fit. But let's hop into it before I get, before I go on a long tangent about my love for the the sexiness of the waifus. But anyway. So yeah, I'm back now, so let's hop into it. I know this was released, 4 days ago? But, hey, never too late, right? So let's go check her out. I did pull for her. You can see her here now, right? God, I love her. We're also going to look at the new updates along with Tyr as well. So, let's get into it. So, a lot of new quality of life updates as usual. I am very happy to see them. This game is incredible when it comes to that, because they've had quality of life updates for Brown Dust 2 for like the longest time now, like back to back to back, which is what I love to see along with the community. So it is a very, very nice, overall just thing to see, happen. So let's hop into it. We're gonna take a look at Tyr, and then we'll take a look at everything else. So let's get to it. Okay, so we have Tyr, costume pickup, Starlight, Guardian. Okay, so a few things though, however, with Tyr is this. Now, looking at her skill, guys, this is actually something that I think a lot of us can agree on. So, she basically has the penalty, much like Mikaela. Applies a 2 SP cost increase to yourself for 6 turns. However, she deals so-and-so amount of physical damage, depending on your build, or what stats you have in your gear, to the enemy equal to 700% of your attack, if we're looking at her from a +0, okay? So, the thing is, with her investment, I would say it's actually pretty high. If you want, like, overall a lot of damage. Now, no buffs do help in this case, but, like, if you really want to just one-shot, absolutely nuke enemies, in a group, much like how Sacred Ustia does. Luvencia does the same thing, Levia, etc., right? I would say that, might as well go all out for her then if you want to get that huge damage number to appear, right? Now, I'm going to test her out, but the thing is, like I said, so if you have her at +0 if you unlock her, you can either wait until she drops in the Power of Hope shop, because she is not unlimited. Limiteds are gone. I'll always say this in every video. Limiteds are no longer a thing in this game ever since 1.5's anniversary last year in December. They said that they announced that. So yeah, however, now we're looking at her here. So her cost is at +0.6 SP. That is a lot, right? Of course that is. That is a lot, in fact. However, her cooldown time is 3. It stays 3 no matter how many times you plus her. So that's actually a nice thing. So it's like every other turn. Now, the thing with this SP cost increase is that when she casts this skill, yes, you're going to get the range. She does have a lot of range. However, it's going to cost an additional 2 points. So like this would be 8 instead of 6. Correct? Now, what you can do is you can level up her skill tree and reduce the SP cost by 1 point. However, it's still going to be 7 if you cast her skill. So that is still a lot, right? It is. So the thing is, you would have to +1 her in order for the SP cost to go down by 1, so she is like 90% of the costumes that are released when it comes to unlocking and getting a copy. Plus 1ing always reduces SP cost by 1, so she is one of them. She's not one of the rare ones where you have to plus 3 or plus 4 or anything like that, or anything, you know, like that. And then after you plus 1 her, you would then level up her skill tree and get it to plus, or to get her to SP usage being 4. Now, this is the highest that it goes to, or I guess I should say technically the lowest, when she's leveled up with her skill tree along with being plus 1, right? So this will stay. However, the thing is, this skill is, it's still gonna make this cost 6, but hey, it's better than it costing 8, right? Or 7, whichever, right? Now, the reason why I said that she is a pretty costly investment is because, like, if you look at the damage here, now, like I said, depending on your gear and everything, you know, your stats are gonna be different. I need to build up her gear, right? But mine so far is 7,900, correct? And also, the skill tree adds an additional, I think, what was it? An additional 200% for the physical damage here, right? So that's actually a lot too. And the more you level her up, obviously you'll see this increase. This is why I say, like, if you want to go all out for her, she does a ton of damage from what I'm seeing here, right? So, like, that's what I mean by this. You know, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, if you're, obviously, my gear stats, they aren't the highest, but I'm going to change that. And this number is going to increase. But, like, yeah. So, if you want to get that sweet number, you want to nuke everything in existence, plus 5ing, plus 4ing, I would say, would be where you would want to invest. But if you want to save up for Darien, because Darien is actually going to be dropped on, I believe, what was it? Let me check the dev notes really quickly. She's going to be dropped on October 2nd. So, Tyr right now was dropped or debuted on September 24th, so like 4 days ago. And she's going to last through until actually the same time as Darien. So, they're both going to last till October 9th. It's just that Darien is going to debut on October 2nd, right? So, wow, they only give you 7 days for her. That's crazy. Isn't it? Yeah. Huh. Well, I'm pretty sure I would say by not close to the end, because since they both end on October, and you can see here. What am I doing? Here you guys go. If you look here, so they both are ending on, oh, whoops, sorry about that. I forgot I had the game. There we go. My bad. Sorry about that. But yeah. So as you can see here right now, right? They both last until October 9th. Correct. So you only have 7 days for acquiring Darien. That's like a week. Not a lot of time, right? However, with Tyr, it's the 24th through October 9th. Well, September 24th through October 9th. Along with her her gear, right? Her exclusive gear, which I'll get into soon. But yeah, so just know that they are going to be added to the Powder of Hope shop for both of them, in fact. And also they're going to be added to the Golden Thread shop for the monthly, as well as the Pick 12 that you can choose from, okay? And obviously other means like Mirrored War shop and whatever other, however else you can unlock them. You know what I mean? Lots of ways to unlock 5 stars in this game, guys, okay? I've said it so many times, but I'm just telling you now, right? But yeah, so there's the deal with her, and we still don't have word on Darien, but the thing with Darien, I believe they're gonna have her appear most likely, I would say on October 1st, we'll get her PV trailer, and then we'll get the dev notes for her most likely, because then she'll be unlocked the next day. So until then, it's up to you guys if you want to see and wait a little bit. Until she appears. Whoops, sorry about that. It's my girl Ye Sakura. But but yeah, so if you want to wait and see, you know, how Darien looks, what her skills are and everything, I'll cover for you guys. But like I said, they both are lasting until October 9th. So I would wait a little bit just to see, but if you want to go for it, go for it. I mean, up to you guys. You know, I'm just here to, you know, inform you guys what's going on and everything like that. But yeah, we also have the Sage of Blue Clouds Ulstein right now in the what shop is he in? He's in one of the shops, I believe. But I know Liberta actually. Liberta, in fact, is actually in the Mirror Wars. Very nice investment, by the way, if you want to go unlock her. I would say so. But before I get into that, yeah. So, like I said, guys, go for it. Wait for it. If you want to see Darien, see what her skills are like, because she is going to be a DPS as well. So, we'll see about it, right? I'll test her out. I really do want to draw for her a little bit more. But at the same time, I kind of want to save up for Darien. So, I'll only show her at a +0. So, I do apologize if you're not going to get the full, you know, experience. But you'll get an idea of how she is worked at, like, she's worked with. I would say team-wise, since she's a physical type. Obviously, Liberta, you would rock with Dark Saintess Liberta. The thing with Dark Saintess Liberta is also she but she applies 3 SP points additionally, as well as that very nice and sweet 50% crit damage rates as well. So very nice to have her on the team, depending on how much you leveled her up. I believe +3 you get the 50% crit rate, if I'm not mistaken, for Liberta's Dark Saintess, if you have her unlocked now, right? But yes, I would have her definitely on the team. I would also have Beachside Angel Terese or Summer Terese. If you don't have her, I mean, you could still get by, but honestly, if you do have her, now mind you, they reran her twice during the summer, okay? So I would say by now you should have her. But yes, if you do, I would definitely add her because she has that really nice augmentation damage that's 5 chain stacks or less. And since, you know, Tyr is looking like she's a one-shotter, she works perfectly for that, okay? You can have a Homunculus Lathel, definitely. He'll increase that attack percentage, as we all know and love. He does great work as a support. And then as for the fourth that you can pick, now, since Starlight Guardian Tyr is a wind type, right, I would either use Venica, because Venica increases wind vulnerability. If we look at Venica, now, if you do have Venica, that is, that's the thing. Like, if you do have Venica, she's the belly dancer costume, Venica, as I call her. Let's see. Venica, lovely Venica right here. The wind dancer Venica. So, if you have Wind Dancer Venica, she would definitely help with Tyr's damage, because she applies, depending on how much you've plussed her, or if you have her, she applies a, well, +5 for me, because I felt she was a great investment. She applies a 150% wind vulnerability to the enemy for 4 turns. Now, this is why I would say, if you, and also her range is insanely just the entire board, right? So that's why I would say I would use then Wind Dancer Venica for this as well. Even though she's a magic type, it's the vulnerability that you want. That's what you want to have on that. You know what I'm saying? However, the thing is, you can, if you don't have, I would say Venica, Wind Dancer Venica, and you went for Sonya, you could use Sonya, because the thing with Sonya now is she also applies vulnerability, right? Now, since it does not specify what type of vulnerability it is, I'm assuming it was for all vulnerability, okay? Because the thing is, they would actually specify which vulnerability that it would be. So, like, physical vulnerability, magic vulnerability, because with Levia's track and field one, it has in parentheses magic vulnerability. For Blade, young Lady Blade, it has physical vulnerability on the side. However, for Sonya, it only says vulnerability. So you can take this as it meaning, and this is how I took it as too as well, it meaning overall both magic and physical. So that's why I say if you don't have Venica, you could use Sonya for this, right? It's just that this wouldn't really apply to Tyr since she's a one-shotter and everything. And also, she's not, you know, a dark elemental. But it's really the vulnerability. So that's what I mean by that. Anyone else? Rafina. Rafina's Gamer Club. She applies. You see how it says physical right here? That's what I mean by that. So she can only apply this to physical type damage dealer. So like if you have Game Club Rafina, you could definitely use her for this one as well. So like anything with vulnerability, I would go for personally. That's what I would do. And I know my Rafina isn't built. I know I have to build her up still. I know I do. So like this is the team I would say then overall to run with Tyr would be, let's see, obviously put Tyr here. Let's see, Venica. I mean, what am I doing? I'm so used to like, you know, finding everybody. We go with Venica, and then we go with Homunculus Lathel. So this is what the team setup I would say to do. Me personally, I would just do this. You know, this is how I would do it, right? So we're gonna go test her out in the challenge stages, see what she's like, see what's going down with it. That is if Venica doesn't one shot everybody. But yeah, so we're gonna see her without the skill tree enhancements. But let's see here. Oh, wait a second, I already did them. Sorry, I did my dailies already. You know what? I'll get some extra attempts. It's no big deal. I can make that back. 100 gems I can earn back in like very quickly. Okay, so we're gonna go here then. We're going to go to challenge stage here, and let's check her out, okay? So let's go see what she can do. And also, we do have the new Fiend Hunter boss for practice if you want to go check it out. Okay, so here we go. We cast this. We cast Homunculus Lathel skill. Cast my girl Terese skill. And we're also going to cast the Wind Vulnerability skill for Vetica. And then we're going to go ahead and cast this. Now, like I said, guys, this is going to cost a lot right afterwards. So this is what I mean. It's like you have to be very careful with how you use Tyr in a lot of ways with this. Unless you have someone like Helena or even Ulstein to give you, or I should say Sage Ulstein, the Fiend Hunter one. Ulstein costume. You can acquire SP points like crazy, you know? But I'm using Liberta, who restores 3 SP to allies right now, because I want to just have the extra damage, because I'm just basically one-shotting everything if I can. But like I said, if Venica doesn't one-shot them, then Tyr will do it. But we're gonna see her right now at a +0. We got the buffs in here, right? Get the buffs in. Yeah. Okay, so there's the lovely wolf girl Tyr, right? There she is, I know. What an ass shot. Okay, so we saw that now. Obviously, she targeted only one of them because Venica, you know, obliterated the other ones. So we're just gonna wipe them all out instead. But yeah, so you get the idea. I hope at least. We're gonna do another fight, obviously, but. Now, as for the weapon with Tyr, I went for it personally just because it looked really cool. Now, you don't have to do it, but you can if you want to. But I would honestly save up, see what Darian's like. In my opinion, I would do that. But her weapon, and I should have checked it out before I even did this. That was my bad. Don't worry, I'm gonna cover it still. There's a lot to cover in this video, so I don't mind doing it. But yeah, so here we have a Tyr again, and we're gonna go here instead. Do the same thing. So obviously we're gonna see the SP cost for Tyr in this case go from 6 SP to 8 SP since I didn't upgrade her what's it called? Her skill tree yet. So if we look at her now, right? Let's see. Yeah, see how it says 8s now? You see what I mean? So the next time I cast this, it's gonna cost me 8 SP cost, right? That's why I said, like, you know, you wanna level up the skill tree definitely. In all honesty, if you don't want the extra damage, but I would see like why wouldn't you want it? But like if you didn't want to do it and you just wanted to reduce the SP cost, you can just legit go to one of the skill trees. But at that point, I'd be like, you know, I would just say just level it up. there's not really a reason for you not to do it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I mean, Tyr is insanely strong, you know? And I didn't even level her up all that much. That's the thing about this. I didn't even, like, level her up all that much. But I'm gonna wait for Darien, and then I'll, like, you know, see what's going on with it. And then by the time I make the video for Darien showcasing her, you'll either see me have a +5 tier, or you'll see me not have her. I'll have her like +1 eventually. So that's most likely how it's gonna go down. But we'll see. In all honesty, Tyr is a very, very strong costume from what I'm seeing here. Gosh, I really missed making videos. I don't know, I was like away for 2 weeks in Florida, right? And I was just like, oh man, I can't make the videos. I can't make the videos because I'm like here, you know what I mean? I don't have any of my equipment and stuff, right? So it was like, I was so antsy about it. I was also watching the Tokyo Game Show as well for like Code Vein 2 because I'm actually pretty excited for it. I ended up seeing it too. I was very impressed with a lot of what they showed, right? Let me see. So we'll do, you know what? We'll do this instead. There we go. But I saw some things with Code Vein 2 that could be a little bit more polished, but all in all, the customization was mind-blowing. I was so impressed with that customization, you know, with Code Vein 2. And that was like the one thing a lot of players from the from Code Vein 1 like myself wanted to see. If they ever made one back in the day, you know what I mean? Like, because you gotta understand, that was over, what, 10 years ago? I think Code Vein released in 2010, I believe it released. Yeah, so it's been quite a while. It's been quite a while. Okay, last stage fight here. Okay, it looks like, let me see. We'll do this, we'll do this, and then we'll do this. And that SP cost is really nasty. Okay, we got the bunny over here, the Shadow of Madness. Well, how about we, you know, lock that Shadow of Madness down, shall we?
Hey! Yeah!
That kind of hurts. Let me see here. I think we'll be fine.
Hey! Yeah! Yeah! Yep!
Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Sorry about that. Let's see. Could just do, yeah. Ah, that 8 one, man. That 8 being there. Win vulnerability should do it.
Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if maybe I'll check out the Fiend Hunter boss because the thing is, it's obviously going to be a water type, and since they're most likely going to be, you know, trying to showcase Tyr's abilities, it's more or less going to be catered to her, which, you know, is nothing wrong with it. I'm sure you could also use like other wind types though, like Nebris for example. Like Nebris is still strong in this game. Like she is still very, very strong. Let me see here, guys. Okay, so let's go take a look at her weapon really quickly because I forgot to do that. My bad. Okay, so this is her exclusive gear for Tyr. It's called Bryonak, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Adds a 90% crit damage for exclusive attribute, which is very nice. And then obviously they add the basic attributes here. So I got it because of the crit damage, and also because it looked really sweet. Like honestly, I love the look of this weapon a lot. You know? But yeah, so this is her exclusive gear. If you want to go for it, go for it. Also, they now have it where if you trigger the if you trigger like a 3-star or a 4-star costumes exclusive gear now, and you get like, if you draw it, it actually doesn't reset the count. And yes, I did check when I was drawing for it. It's true. So it does not reset the count, which is a big win for us because a lot of players, including myself, were so tired of like you trying to go for it, right? And then when you get like a 3 stars exclusive gear or 4 stars exclusive gear, you ended up resetting the count for it. Now it no longer does that. So very, very nice. I'm very happy with that, by the way. And the same thing happened, I believe, with this one too. So for all of the gears. But then again, I only really pull for the exclusive banner gears themselves. Also, Sonia, she was added now to the 12 pick. So if you want to go check her out here, she is now available. I +5'd her with the Powder Hope shop. But that's up to you guys now. That's up to you what you want to do with that. Other updates, quality of life. Let's hop into it. So I know this is something that a lot of us, were waiting for. I can guarantee you that. It was the zoom in function. The zoom in function for this. Now, I'm going to show you it very quickly just because YouTube here, But let me see. Let me see. You know what? I'll show you it. I'll show you guys. It's going to be very fast. So admire the assets as much as you like. But then again, if you could just set it up yourself when it comes to this. I'll show you how to do it as well. So in case you guys don't know, this was the quality of life update they had now with the zoom in function for the home screen. I'll take a quick look here. Boom. There it is. And there she is for your viewing pleasure. You can do it for any one of the skill cutscenes. All you got to do is you go here, little house icon, right? You click on who you want here. Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry. Apologies. You have to do it here. My bad. You have to do it. Let's see. You have to do it here. So you go to place settings up here. Not place settings. My God, what is wrong with me? I did not mean to my God. You just zoom in. I'm so sorry. Guys, it's been a long flight, yesterday. I got as much rest as I could in. But okay, so I'm using my scroll wheel on my mouse. Okay? That's how you do it. You can move it up and down with the right mouse button. You just drag it. You just click it, hold it, right? You can zoom in however you want to with it, right? Now, like I said, I would show you the other ones, but like it's apparently too spicy for YouTube, but I would do it. If you want to check it on out, uncensored wise and everything, it'll be over on my Twitch because I always stream Brown Dust 2 content, okay? So I'll be happy to showcase them. Okay, so we have it over here. So if you want to reset it, you just go over here. And it resets it, the angle and everything. Okay? Then you just like finalize it that way, and then you should be done. So like if I finalize it here, I'll do that. I'll go back. Boom, it's done. Does it the same way with the even the interaction scenes. Now, like I said, for YouTube's sake, I'm not gonna do it, even though I would love to do it and showcase it to you. It's the same thing with interaction scenes. You can zoom in for them on the wallpaper's home screen, and you can set it the same way. Okay, so there you have it. That was the nice quality of life update that we had now. And I'm going to reset this just because, I love seeing all of Tyr right now. I already have a nice close-up shot, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's look at the shop, though. So who was added to the shop, you wonder? Which you probably guys already know because this update has been out for 4 days, right? So Golden Thread Shop, we have the Sage of Blue Clouds Allstein. He's been added here, right? Powder Hope Shop, we have Medical Club Terese. We have the Descendant of the Great Witch Celia, Shadowed Dream Sonia, and Maid Name C Rubia. So if you haven't already chosen or haven't already, who should I pick? I would pick Sonia just because of her sub DPS character build here. I would definitely pick her up. That vulnerability is very, very nice, And also, you have another vulnerability, if anything. So, like, you can now use Sonya for other teams, and not just Levia or anyone else, like Rafina, Blade, to, like, do physical vulnerability as well. So, like, Sonya is all around. It's like Terese, basically. Like, Terese works for both magic and physical attack types and DOT types. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Shadow Dream Sonya, she's a great investment. If you haven't gone for Medical Club Teresa or you want to plus her a little bit more, definitely she is also a top tier supporter in this game. As for like Celia and Rubia here, the son of the Great Witch Celia and mate's name C Rubia, you don't really necessarily have to go for them, as you know, because there are other choices you can pick. But if you want to add them to your collection, by all means, go for it. But I would say and recommend Medical Club Teresa and Shadow Dream Sonya. That's my recommendation. So do what you want with that. Mirror War Shop, they have Onsen Manager Liberta, who I am trying to go for right now, because when I saw her in the shop, I was just like, oh my goodness, thank you, because now that means when the Golden Thread shop resets next month, right, where you have an opportunity to freely plus, any 5-star of your choice, right? I'll be able to now choose another 5-star that I can plus further, because I've been doing Onsen Manager Liberta for a while now. So this was actually a really, really just overall nice break to now just get her this way, and I can finally plus 5 her. She is an excellent chain damage supporter for anyone that's wondering about her. So like, for example, apply an augmentation effect to allies for 4 turns, increasing the damage dealt to enemies with 10 chains or more by 110%, depending on how much you cluster. So like, you see how it goes up. So if you have her plus 0, it'll be 80%, right? So like right now I'm trying to get to 120%. She also heals allies for 50% of their own max HP. So that stays the same no matter how many times you plus her as well. And also the duration for the, what's it called here? Give me a moment. Was it 6 turns? I thought it was 6 turns. It's 4 turns. Sorry. But yeah, oh no, it is 6 turns when you level up her skill tree. Oh yeah, so now I leveled up her skill tree. I just remembered that. So like for me right now, this is what it looks like for me. So like at plus 5, this is what it's gonna look like. I would say basically she's like B-Side Angel Teresa, except hers goes with chain stacks instead. You know what I'm saying? Like Summer Teresa was like 5 chain stacks or less for the augmentation ability to take effect. Onsen Libertas is 10 chain stacks or more. So you see what I'm trying to say? So that's why she's actually really beneficial for anyone that's running like last night mode, like and anything like that. She is very much more beneficial that way. So yeah, that's what I would say with her. I would say and highly recommend going for Onsen Manager Liberta. If you don't have her or if you want to plus her further, I would say do it. Evil Castle Shop and Guild Shop, they're going to reset at the beginning of October 1st. So you guys just have to wait, right? But there you have it with the shop. Premium shop, they also now included more story pack, what's it called here? Rewards that you can get now. Now, if you're a whale and you want to whale on out, or try it out, you can purchase these. You can literally unlock 50 more tickets. So if you really wanted to, you could just like get 10,000 diamonds out of it, right? And then go for the tickets. It's a lot of tickets, by the way. But yeah, so they're slowly adding more and more to these packages, as you can clearly see, because these 2 were just added, in fact, for this update. So yeah, since I cleared the story packs on very hard mode, I'll just go ahead and collect it. And it'll be in your mailbox to collect them. Okay, so keep that in mind. So like 500 here, right? So that's 1,000 just for me completing it all. So very, very nice, right? Very nice. But yeah, anything else added? So they have the monthly here still. Nothing else really changed other than them adding new packages for very hard mode in this case. So and I do know that later down the line they'll add even more to it as well. So keep that in mind. Okay? But anything else that they've added? Guild Raid Wars is available now. So if we go to the Guild Raid, we're gonna check it on out here really, really quickly. New boss here. You can now actually practice fighting against it, in fact. From what I've seen of the update. Let me see. So where would you technically do that now? Oh yeah, right here. So this is actually where you would do it, right? yeah, so this is the practice one. It says guild raid practice battle. So much like how you're able to do the Fiend Hunters or Fiend Hunter bosses for practice mode, you can now do it with the guild raid bosses and get a feel for it. See what you can use. Now, obviously, there's 2 days left of this because guild raid battles, I believe, last for like, what, 3 days, I believe. So, yeah. Really sweet looking boss, by the way. It is a light elemental, as we can clearly see. And, looks like the weak points are in the center. So, let's see. So, since this is a light elemental, we would want to use a dark elemental type in this case. So, let's see. My recommendations, then, would most likely be, well, let's see what the conditional skill is. So it's called Photon Bombardment Condition, 90% HP or below. Oh wow, really? Reduces enemies' defense by 50% for 20 turns. Attack the enemy 6 times. Okay. Now that's to us, by the way. But this actually activate. Okay, so basically, conditional skills is what you always want to activate when it comes to bosses that have this, because you do a shit ton amount of more damage. That's basically why having conditional skills and seeing them is very important. Got the overdrive skill here. Let's see. Prioritize the skill reservation if conditions are met. Okay. Available one time per battle and reserves Destruction Ray. Applies a 10% increased chain damage taken to all parts for 4 turns. That's really nice. So yeah, it looks like these. So it's gonna be this one, which I'm assuming it's its arm, which is an interesting choice to pick. And then we have the center attack where its weak point is. So there you have it. If you want to go crazy with it, my recommendation, I guess, in this case would be, let's see. Let me read that one more time. Applies a 10% increase of chain damage taken. So Luvencia definitely, Blade definitely would work, because she applies that vulnerability for physical. Let's see. Obviously, Onsen Liberta you want to have in this, right? I guess technically you can also use Seer if you wanted to for her augmentation, because the more times that she's hit, the more damage that you can do on the enemy, and it stacks 99 times, I believe, which is insane. So, like, you could technically use Seer for this, I could say. Business Seer, that is. Business Seer, that is. Business Seer. If you have her costume unlocked, that is. I would use her. And I guess depending, really, maybe Rafina. Rafina's Game Club. She does an overall damage. Applies vulnerability too. But if you don't want to do that, I can also use, what's her name? The other Rafina. The one that they just released for the skill cutscene. I forgot what her name is off the top of my head. But she applies like a 50% decrease of defense, if I'm not mistaken. So you can also do that. Or you can actually put Wilhelmina. Actually, no. Scratch that. Put Wilhelmina. Put Wilhelmina up to increase the chain stack damage. Because then you'll have, like, Luvencia at the very end. Because, like, she'll be last then in line. And then she'll do, like, that extra damage. You know? So it'll be, like, be Onsen Liberta. It would also be... Let me see. You know what? Let me just, like, show the stats then. How I would do it, at least. So, I would do it, like... Well, obviously, Sonia's going to be in this because of that vulnerability plus that stack that she has with the dark vulnerability when you hit it. Or apply it, I should say. Luvencia, Onsen Liberta definitely would be here. Wilhelmina to increase that chain stack damage count. Blade, I would choose Blade. Blade or Rafina, but in this case, I would choose Blade because she is a dark elemental type, and obviously she'll counter light elemental like crazy. Rafithia, obviously Rafithia's bridal one is what you want to have because of her chain reinforcement to increase the chain damage stacks. And now, I guess technically you could probably use Zenith's Pool Guardian one because of her applying of the, what's it called, chain damage. I think it's like 10% or 12% if you plus 5 there. Per like hit, I believe. So like I could see her working, but the thing is she does concentrated fire. So maybe she would work. Maybe she would work for this one. We can see. We can try. We can see with this one. You can put Hikage in if you have her. Obviously she is a collaboration character, but if you do have her, you can use her for this to increase that chain damage stacking as well. So you do have a lot of choices. That is, you do have a lot of choices. So Lathel, obviously, you can put Lathel in to increase damage as well. Let's see with Lathel. Lathel, where are you, buddy? There you are. Oh no, never mind. Okay, so sorry, I was like putting everybody on the field. Okay, so this is how I would first do it, just to test it out, see what it's like. Obviously, you can borrow costumes for this one, and I do see Celia here. You can use Celia, actually. It would make sense to use Celia. Now, some of my gear needs to be improved upon, but we're gonna just try it out just to see. Let's check it out, because why not? We'll run it at we'll do 5 really quickly, just so I don't make this video like extremely long. So let's see. Let's go check out this new sweet looking boss fight. It actually does look like a badass boss. Okay, so here we have it. Yes, see, they have the conditional skills on the left hand side. So this was also a very nice quality of life update they did, where because before the conditional skills would be mixed in with the random skills, or every single skill it had, it would just be in the mix here. And I always found that frustrating personally myself, was because like I'm trying to find the conditional skill all the time, and I'm like, where is it? You know, and sometimes you know, it just got very frustrating for me, at least. But now that they divided it where conditional skills are on the left-handed side, you can easily just see them now. So here's the conditional skill for this one, here's the conditional skill for this one, and then here's the conditional skill for this one, right? So this activates at 70% HP or below. Okay, so most likely this will activate first then. Removes buffs from the enemy, right? Takes an additional 300% damage when hits. So 19 turns or more. Okay, so if you reach this, this will activate, right? Condition 90% HP or below. So like this will most likely be. So this will like most likely be first. This will be like second. Obviously, this will be like last. Correct? So where is this arm? I'm assuming this is an arm, right? It looks like an arm. Okay, so attack the enemy 2 times. Okay. Frontmost target. Okay then. Well, let's line up everybody how we should be lining them up. Sonia's gonna go here. Luvencia is obviously gonna be going last. Rafithi is gonna go third. Now, really depending upon, let's see, Zenith here. So applies a 9% increase of chain damage. So that's what I was saying. So like, I couldn't remember what the number was specifically. So it's 9% if you have her +4. I think it's like 10% then at +5, right? Increases chain damage taken to the enemy. However, she does apply the concentrated hits, so I'm not sure if maybe she would work for this, because she's not targeting. Oh wait, no. Okay, wait. She can't attack the weak point. I do see it in the back. Okay, so that's actually really nice. So let's see here. So we're gonna put. Yeah, I have physical defense for them, so that's why I put them up there. Okay, so I'm gonna activate this first. I'll activate the vulnerability next. See the sweet one here, right here. Now this is the one I want to activate. Was this one? So apply 125% vulnerability to the enemy for 4 turns. If this attack results in the enemy having a chain count of 6 or more, apply a 175% dark vulnerability for 4 turns instead. And obviously it deals so-and-so whatever your magic build is on Sonya, and to the enemy equal to 550% of your magic attack. Now this is only if she's at +5, mind you, but still, you still want the vulnerability if anything. So I'm gonna place her then here, right? I'm gonna place her there. Enemy 6 times. Because you want to have the chain stack count at 6 or more. So since Zenith fires and hits the target 6 times, the dark vulnerability will kick in when she activates this. Correct? So we're gonna go ahead and do this. Well, actually, I'm gonna do this first. Yeah, I'm gonna do this first. Then I'm gonna do this next. Right? Yeah, I'm gonna do this next. And Zenith. Well, technically, since Zenith is doing concentrated fire, I can put her here. I can put her here. I can put her here. Because the target's gonna get hit, regardless. That's what concentrated fire means. In case you're wondering about that. Then I'm gonna put vulnerability for physical here. Then. Well, technically, I could do this as well. Yeah, let me do that first, because I'm just gonna set this up in general to have it happen. And see, I want to get the crit rate. That's why I want to activate this first, but I really would like to activate this too. Because I want to apply the buffs for damage for crit right now first, and then do it. You see what I'm trying to say? Because then I can actually get more damage afterwards. Plus, yeah, so instead, that's what I'm going to do then. I'll save my SP points for the next one. Okay, yeah, let me do this one first then, and then I'll do everything else next. Yeah, let me do that instead. Let me see how this works. We're gonna do that first. This is why you practice, right? They have the practice here. Okay.
Yeah.
You get the chain then. And then the next one is when I'll do all my buffing and stuff. Okay, so God, I love Blade's ability so much till this day still. Till this day, I still love that ability. Okay, so here we have it here then. Counter. So we're gonna activate Onsen's one. We're gonna activate Rafithia's. Now we're gonna activate this one, and then we're gonna do this one. Then we're gonna do this. Then we're gonna do this. This is targeting, right? And then we'll do this, right? Or should I do the chain reinforcement first? You know what? Let me do this first then. Oh shit, maybe I should have done this first. So it lasts for 6 turns. Actually, you know what? Let me do that instead. Hold up. Since this is practice mode, I can go back, right? Yeah. Let me go back a turn. Let me do that instead. I messed up. Okay, so I'll do this first to get this here, right? To activate this. Because then the next turn I'll do this, and this will increase as well again. So let me do that. Let me do that instead.
Hey.
It'll increase the chain stack or the chain damage stacking. I love Wilhelmina so much. Have you heard? Have you heard that that I love Wilhelmina? I've said it so many times in the videos I've done, and I'm never gonna stop saying it. Okay, so now I'm gonna do what I need to do. Okay, so we're gonna do this next, do this next, do this next, do that next, do this next, do this next now, and then we're gonna do this. Okay. So I should get a very nice number here with this one, right? Correct. Let's get it. Okay. So do chain reinforcements, and then after this we're just gonna go at it with Zenith then next, right? God, I love Zenith. I'm so happy Zenith actually got another
そ
costume
れはルール違
after
反です
so
よ
long, you know, and obviously I love the animation and everything, obviously. But I was waiting for Zenith for the longest time to get like another costume. And it happened, you know, it happens. So I was very happy with that.
やっ
フェイルーンの王として使命を果たす
I know. Well, Helmina's ass that blew up Twitter that day when they tweeted it, right? Okay, we'll do that, and then we'll do the rest of it. There we go. Try hitting me like that. Okay, so next up we have this. Let's see. So skill left 1. Oh, it's not at 70%. Oh, I love the fact that they actually tell you this. Actually, they've always told you that, I believe. So, like, once this hits 70%, this skill here will activate. I was trying to get to activate earlier. Let me see. So, reduces enemy's defense. Ooh, that's not good. We'll do this then. Get them out of the way. Can't lose them. Or just get hit in general. Let me see. I think Sonia's gonna get hit. The wonderful thing about Zenith, that +5 for her Robin Hood, her Robin Hood costume, is that it's 0 SP cost. Okay, so if I don't gotta get hit, I'm not gonna get hit. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm sorry, Zenith, but someone's gotta take the hit, right? Unless it's just outright attacks, right? Oh no, it's not. Okay. Zenith, I'm so sorry. Okay, so let's see here. So Zenith is gonna take the hit for us. Because I can't lose Sonia for this. You know what I'm saying? I cannot lose her. So I think right now everything should be, yeah. Okay, so I'll do this. Well, actually I don't have to do that. Let's do this.
Hey.
Attack the spots. Yeah, I would say Zenith is a big help for this fight. Okay. Okay, so now that happened, let's see. Yeah, that's a big deal, that defense decrease. Not gonna lie about that. That's why I didn't want to get hit by that. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Honestly, I should have had. You know what? It is what it is. I wasn't thinking about it either. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Do I want to activate this now then? Because I almost have it like leveled up here. I don't want to make the video too long either, so you'll get the gist of it all too as well, right? You'll get the gist of it. You'll get the gist of it, hopefully. I hope I'm doing a good job at this. It's just to showcase everything, really, you know.
Yeah.
But this is the team I would honestly run with.
Hey.
I didn't try the magic type yet. But, so we got the skill activated here. There you go. Okay, now we do this. We'll activate that. Activate this. Obviously, Liberta. And you see, it's because of this right here. I want to get that crit rate. That's the thing about this situation. I'm just saying, it's like that's the situation behind this, you know? Okay, so this mofo is going to hit us like that. Okay. So we should be fine, actually. So let's do it. Right? We'll see. We'll see. Then again, I could have just activated like after I like put all my buffs on. Maybe I should have done it that way. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe I should have done it. You know what I'm saying? Could go back. Right, I could go back. You know what? Let me go back. I'll do it. I'll do it. Let me go back and do that previous turn again. So let me see. If I don't activate this, right, and let's just say I do this first. Yeah, let me just do this first, and then I'll do the break shot. Like, let me just get the buffs up here. Correct? Let me just do this first, because then I'll have also Sonya as well. So I'll do this. I can still keep that. I can still keep that. I'll do this because it's going to be activated again. So, yeah, let me just... Actually, also, let me do Rafithia's property damage skill. I didn't think about that one. So let me also activate this. And then I'll do everything else afterwards. Right? Okay. Let's see how much of how much better it would do with damage. You know, the property damage that Rafithia has is actually really beneficial. Okay, so we do that then. Do that. And now we're gonna do the break shot. Right? And everybody be coming and going in my garage. What is going on? Like, what is my fam up to? I've been hearing that garage door like literally open and shut, like insanely. Apologies if you keep hearing that. I don't know, motor or whatever. I don't know what they're doing down there. Anyway, let me go do this. Let me go do this. And then we're gonna do this, right? Okay, so hopefully we get a better number with damage-wise, correct? I felt like I could have gotten more out of that. Okay, so you're gonna do your thing here. Everyone in the vicinity here. Okay, so everybody's there. Actually, I could just do this instead. Yeah, I should have put Blade in this. I don't know why I did not do that. I'm an idiot. She doesn't have the crit buff, does she? Yeah, she doesn't have it. Fuck. I'm sorry. Ah, damn. Go. Well, that was a hell of a lot better. Oh my goodness, yes. That definitely was a lot better. Okay, so this guy is going to do his thing. He removes the buffs from the enemy, so obviously we can't have that. So, man, I hope you guys have a well-built Zenith that could take on this, like, can tank this. Because this dude is no joke when he's targeting like this. So we're going to do this. We'll do this then next, right? I'm sorry, Zenith. I hate to put my girl out here like this, you know? But she be tanking the damage. And then we'll do some more. Let's see. We'll do this. Okay. Yeah, that was a lot better, though. Oh, wait, what's turn at? Because turn 19, I believe, is the one which does its, you know, nuke shot at us, I believe. Overdrive. Okay, so we got 4 more turns to scrap this thing. So let's see here. So obviously, you know, it's not going to matter where you place everybody because of Zenith's skill here. Okay, condition overdrive. Apply 10% increase of chain damage taken to all parts for 4 turns. So this is what's going to activate in the next turn. So like right after I hit this thing, which is why I'm going to save this for the next one. This is actually nice. Well, I don't know, because like I need the 50% crit rate. I mean, I guess I could... I mean, if you really wanted to, you could just crit farm it as well. That's like up to you what you want to do with that. Okay, so let's do it now.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
Okay, now it's going to do its thing. And then I'm going to do my thing. Right here. I'm going to have to go with the chain stacking. I really would... It's going to just have to be like that. Okay, now we're going to do this. Causes instant death. Of course it does. Let me see. So we're in overdrive mode currently. I feel like I should activate this. I really should. You know what? Let me do that first then. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that first. Just hope whoever gets hit by this, you know, can forgive me. Oh man, this is gonna suck. I'm so sorry, Zenith. This sucks because someone's gonna get hit by this thing. You know? It really pains me that I had to do it this way. I'm sorry, Zenith. Yeah, tanked very well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully I can get some great numbers here. At the very end. Hi, hi, hi. Okay, now we do this. 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 We all have to be in the middle now. This is where this shot counts. So let's get to it. Really sucks that we lost Zenith, because now Sonya's not going to be able to... Shit. I could do this, though. Hold up. I could do this. Wait, no. It wouldn't work either. Damn. Ah, that's so frustrating. Well, you guys get the idea, right? You guys get the idea of what should be done with this. Gosh, this sucks that I'm not going to be able to hit this mofo here. The dark vulnerability, that's the thing about it. See, Zenith helped with that. She was the one that activated it. So I'm probably going to have to put then Wilhelmina here. Right? Damn it. I'll do this here. This is the only way I can do it. So let's get it. And hopefully we get a big damage number out of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go improve my gear build right after this video. But you get the gist of what the boss is like now. Yeah, I'm gonna need to like do some more on this. But there you guys go. There's the fight with the new boss. And with that being said, though, let's hop on and check out the new the other things I need to see. I'm gonna work on that, by the way. That's the first time I fought this boss, mind you, too. So might not have been the greatest fights, but you know, it's okay. As long as you guys were able to see it. And by the way, there are new codes, which I'll be pointing out, by the way. Okay. Also, don't forget to log in, collect these coins that you can actually go and use in the roulettes. Don't forget to do that, guys. Okay. And let me see. Let me go to the dev notes here because there was a lot, like I said, guys. This was like 4 days ago. Okay, so guild raid improvements we have here. Guild raid practice battle system, which we just checked out. They added 10 new emojis or emotes to the guild chat now. Emotes will also be added to the Apostle Random Defense arcade games. Oh, very nice. With the guild raid while our guild raid is in progress, the design of the guild button on the home screen will be updated. Certain information displayed on the guild ranking / settlement screen will be revised. And obviously this is all guild related, so if you are interested in guild raids and placing in top top spots, then this is for you. Okay. Home screen improvements, we just went over that. Zoomed in, moving function, you all saw that. Very spicy, right? New wallpaper menu, they did add that too as well. In case you guys didn't see it, this was the wallpaper menu. You see the one in the back that that Tyr has right now? This is actually what they're talking about with the new background menus. So if you go to the home screen, this is the new button. It's right here. It's right at the end here. So you would click this, right? And wait a minute, hold up. Where is it again? Sorry about that. It is... Oh, that's right. You have to actually pick an idle, or I guess a standing posed choice of your background. Meaning you have to. Well, they added all these too, by the way. This is another one they added with wallpaper wise. So you see this here. Why is it not showing that? Play settings. Hold up. Give me a moment. Where did I find that? Oh, yeah, right here. Sorry about that. So if you go to the costume section here, this is like their idle positions. You see? This is like their idle positioning right here. Right? So I put Tyr here. And then you can also now choose the background. So like I chose the stage here. You can change the backgrounds if you like. This is the new update that they had, which that was discussing. So a lot from basically the event stories that you see here are all added now. So here they all are. Very well done, by the way. I love the fact that they added these too. So it's not as bland, you know, all the time when you have a standing positioned character instead of like a skill cutscene, right? It's now more variety to it, which I do love. I remember every single one of these, by the way. This is from the summer event that we just had. This is from my girl Wilhelmina's events. This is from Blade's events. This is from Liberta's events. This is the other one from Blade's events. So yeah, they have a lot of them here. Levencia and Levia's Fixer event that they had. Memory's Edge. And this is from the Contract Wars. So yeah, they have a huge variety that you can choose from. So very excited to see it. I don't know why I keep saying that. So you can preview them as well, if you like. Take a look at it before, you know, finalizing it. That's Medical Club Teresa's. So yeah, a lot of variety that you can do now. So very impressed. Very, very impressed. And obviously, they have everything divided here with everything else. So it's another one you can do as well. Okay. Let's say exits. So very, very impressive overall with their quality of life and everything. Let's go check out more of the dev notes here really quickly. Pack titles can be obtained, which you did just see. Standard illustration backgrounds, which I just showed you. Others, preview button, which I did just show you as well. Preview won't be available, though, when in silhouette mode. So keep that in mind. If you're outside and you want to get a great look at a spicy, you know, home screen wallpaper menu that you want, you can't do it in silhouette mode. You're going to have to, like, I don't know, find a corner or, I don't know, go back to your room or something to set it, okay? A new option to toggle the home screen cutscene sound on or off will be added under the home screen, top right, etc. menu, settings tab, and then the sound tab. So, home screen cutscene sound. That's a very interesting way of putting that. So, I'm assuming you go, let's see, it said settings, correct? So we go here, and then we go, where was it? Settings, sound, oh yeah, play home screen, cutscene, audio. So it's disabled. So what happens if we enable it? So cutscenes set on the home screen will play with sound. Includes the voice and SFX, or sound effects. So...
必ず守ります。守り抜きます。
Oh, does it mean if I do this way?
この力もう隠しません。
Ah,
あの子を
okay.
守る力だから。
So it actually plays the effect sounds from the, like when you actually activate it. You know what I mean? Like in the game. Okay.
私からは逃げられませんよ。
That's actually really cool. That's a really nice update. I got to admit, that is actually a very, very nice update. Very nice. I know. Beautiful cutscene, right? Of Sylvia there. I loved her, not Fiend, oh my god. Her, fated guest story. Okay, ability skill animation improvements, skippable ability skill animations. So, like, if you go to, like, the, well, you have to go on the field for me to show you this. So, like, let's go to the field. I'll be right back, Sylvia. So, like, if you go back to the field here, let's go pick, let's see, I don't know, a random, story one. Let's go to this one. So it says, skippable ability skill animations. To improve the user experience where characters cannot move during skill ability animations, ability skill animations will now be skipped as follows when using ability skills with animations. So like Steel, Cook, Alchemy, Gear Crafting, Revival, Magic Circle, Bargain, Dispatch, Absorption, Search, Danger Detection, and Assemble. So, showing ability skill using character in the field screen under the field character settings button running icon. Ability skill character settings improvements will allow you to choose whether to display the ability skill character or the field character, which is also something here. So you go here, right? And you can either choose from either one. So like, basically how they used to have it was you were able, well, you always had to have whichever team you picked. That's who you ran with. But now, if you really wanted to, you can go to a custom setting. Like, very easy, you just pick them. They switch them out. But the thing is, when you go into a fight, however, you're not actually fighting with, like, for example, like I have Angelica, Eclipse, Zenith, Sylvia, and Tyr here. But when I go to an actual fight, what I'll really be seeing then is the team formation that I used, which is Liberta. Who else was it? Liberta, Terese, Lathel, what did I have? Oh, Venica, and Tyr. So like they're gonna be the ones that you end up seeing on the fighting. You know, if I were to battle, like for example, let me just show you. It's really easier to show you guys. I try to explain it, but it's like I should just show you. It's a lot easier to just display. So like we have them here, correct? And if we run into the fight, right? You'll see your battle formation one, which is obviously everyone that I said. So that's what that menu means with that. Obviously, we're not gonna fight them. I just wanted to show you guys what that meant. Now, as for the skipping of the skill animations, meaning like, for example, you do search, right? Lovely Zenith just laid it out, and then I were to do this. So normally what would happen is it would just simply activate. So meaning like I'm currently running, correct? But if I do this, right, it no longer like shows, like for example, had I clicked on this, well no, sorry, bad example. I'm sorry, she appears afterwards. But like man, if I could show you, I would show you like doing it this way. Actually, wait a minute, I can do it this way. So like I'm running currently, right? So instead of like Zenith just simply like stopping in her place and switching to Luvencia, right? It just happens, correct? Same thing with like Gray. He normally would do something, right? Rafina did the same thing. I'll show Rafina's. So basically, you're not just vulnerable, like you're standing in a position, like an enemy's near you, and then when you activate the skill, it'll like interrupt it. You know what I mean? It's like you see Rafina. So normally, what Rafina would do is she would stop. You would stop in place. She would do like, I don't know, some sort of calculation on her little handheld, I don't know, Steam Deck or whatever, and that's when then the skill would activate. So it no longer does that. That's basically what that was saying about it. Dungeon names will now be displayed on the world map. Description text for each dungeon will be added. The amount of currency obtainable in each hunting ground will be displayed. The location of the difficulty selection UI and hunting ground has been adjusted for vertical screen mode. So in case you guys are wondering with the UI, so if you go to the world map, right, they actually now added where you can see all of your materials and everything like that, which is a really nice feature because a lot of the times, you know, we didn't know how much we had of what, right? So this was actually a nice feature to have because now we know how much we have of each. So even with the gold, it tells you how much gold you have now, how many slimes are in your inventory, and also how many magical crystal stones that you have too. So like, this was a very nice feature. You can hide it, you can show it. So very, very nice. A lot of us wanted this, and it is here. They delivered on it as they promised, as always, you know. Devs are always on top of, like, Brown Dust 2 devs are always on top of their updates, man. I'm telling you. Very, very refreshing to see that. The draw animation improvements. So when performing a 10 consecutive draw, you can choose between automatic or manual gacha animation playback. So basically, it's like basically like how the home screen is, except it's like the gacha menu. So basically, it's like, you see this here, this button right here. So if I went to the draw screen and I drew for like Tyr again, let's just say, right? It would have like this automatic playback. You don't have to have it on because, I don't know, to be honest with you, I didn't really see a need for it, but hey, it's a quality of life update. What can I say? But yeah, it would just like automatically skip, you know, your draw, and then it would just like go to the next. That's basically what it was. You could turn it off too and just click manually on the screen to go to the next if you wanted to really do that. That's basically what that is. You can toggle this setting using the playback icon at the top right of the gacha animation screen, which is true because when you draw, right, when you do actually draw, there's actually a setting in the gacha animation itself that you can set. Now, the reason why I would show you this, but I'm saving my tickets to just in case for Darian. But yeah, so there's like, you can actually just set the menu or set everything from the actual like gacha screen, which is really cool. You know, you don't got to go into settings to set that. It's legit on the right, like the upper right hand screen. You can just set it there, right? If set to manual, you must tap the screen, which is what I was saying, to proceed to the next draw animation. When a 5-star character is drawn, the background effect will now display in rainbow colors, which actually they did show this in the last dev notes I showed you guys. And basically, you see the lovely Eleanor, right? She says "Osu perfecto," and then after that, when you get a 5-star, it shows this rainbow effect around your 5-star now. I guess it's just for a new display way of showing them like, hey, good job, right? Congrats. That's basically, it's a new way. I like it. I don't mind it. I love it. Either way, for me, it was fine. But hey, new quality of life, right? I'm not complaining. But yeah, so there you guys have it with that. Others, so the season information text has been added to the Fiend Hunter trophy item descriptions. So due to changes in the update schedule, some content periods will be extended by 1 day. The next maintenance is scheduled on October 9th. So in case you guys didn't see this, because I did actually notice this, you know how it says October 10th? However, in the dev notes, it says October 9th, which is what I showed you guys earlier, correct? So like if you look here, it says October 10th, but on here it says October 9th, right? So that's what they were talking about with that one. Just so you guys know that. Okay? In case you guys are confused about it, so that's what this meant here. So due to the changes in the update scheduling, some content periods will be extended by 1 day. The next maintenance is scheduled on October 9th. So don't take what you see here. Take what you see in the dev notes, okay? But then again, this goes by KST time or Korean Standard Time. But I'm just saying, like, I think that's what they were referring to when they were talking about that. Compensation will be provided for gear draws. Tried before the UR guaranteed draw improvements since September 10th maintenance were applied. So for every 100 draws, you got a UR exclusive gear draw exchange ticket for 3-star to 5-star gears will be provided. So that was in the mail. In case you guys didn't get that, it is in your mailbox. It's like I didn't spend them because I was saving them to show you guys. So like for example, they gave out let me see, where are those tickets at? Go to my records here. Yeah, right here. So this is what they compensated you for. This was it. So I got 22 of them, right? I have 25 all in total though, but I got 22 of them from the mail for like the compensation. But yeah, so depending on how much you drew, they gave you one in exchange here, right? And then you just take these tickets and you go to the this shop, right? Or this gotcha, I guess, draw right here. Gear. And where was it? It was right here. So this is the UR exclusive gear guaranteed draw. So this is actually where you would spend these so-and-so tickets on. However, keep in mind though that this isn't like the, you know, guaranteed 5 stars that you get from that one ticket. This is actually kind of a regular gacha with it. 50% draw rate for 5 stars, however. But the obtainable items themselves is a 0.3 percentage. So, hey. You have a chance. You have a shot at it. I think it's all good with that. Plus, you can earn these tickets, I believe, in the tower. Oh, no, not in the tower. I don't think you can earn these in the tower, can you? I think it's only... Yeah, so, like, you can get them from the Golden Thread shop or the shops in Mirror Wars. But totally up to you if you want to do that. Honestly, I just wait for the banners themselves. That's up to you. But yeah, so, hey, free tickets are free tickets. You never know. You can draw a lot, you know, of 5-star weapons or gear in general. So, hey, I'm not complaining about it. I'm all for that, you know? But yeah, so, and also here we have the lovely Tyr, which is what I discussed with you guys. So if you want to look at the actual stats themselves of the leveling up, so like at +0 for her, she attacks in the very front since she's a physical type, right? And damage goes up percentage-wise, but a +1 SP cost goes down. Correct. You get to +2, +3, and +4, and then +5. The percentage of the damage to the enemy equal to 1200% of your attack. So based on whatever number you have for your gear, that is what that is, you know. That's going to be your damage. So skill potential, skill tree here reduces SP cost by 1. However, it increases the damage percentage of this here by 200%. So this is 1400%, which I showed you guys. So yeah, so deal physical damage, so-and-so, however your gear is built, to the enemy equal to 1400% of your attack. So like I said, a lot of damage. However, just be aware that she is kind of a heavy investment if you want them really, really high numbers, but up to you guys. Here's her weapon again, which is what I showed you. Beautiful weapon. And has the exclusive attribute crit damage of 90%. Okay? But yeah, so there you guys have it. And obviously, Prophetic Dream Darien. She's going to have her debut on October 2nd. And this is actually, I think, around when maybe they'll start to talk about the 2.5 anniversary. Because we do have November to go through, and then obviously December is their 2.5 anniversary. So maybe they'll have more details on that. So who knows? And also, obviously, they did say they were going to have at least, I think, what was it? They were going to have 4 fated guests, at least 4 fated guest encounters for their 2.5s. So basically, you know, free ones. You just got to draw for them one time to unlock this function for them and the fated guest. And then they're going to have 2 prestige skins with special interaction seen. So much like Summer Terese and Summer Justia, they'll have 2 more. So for like for 2.5, and then the new year they'll have 1 more. So like that's 2 right there. So 1 to end the new year, and then 1 to start off in the new year. But keep in mind though, like I said before, from what they said, they were not going to have, or basically spam prestige skins, much like how, sadly Nikkei does. But Brown Dust 2, the devs said they aren't going to be doing that, basically in a nutshell, because they want the faded guest um, interaction scenes to basically be more than the prestige skins that are dished out. So that's telling you that, they're not going to be making everything pay this, you know what I mean? And that's one really nice thing that the Brown Dust 2 devs keep in mind when it comes to this situation with spending, is they don't want you technically to like, well, I wouldn't say they don't want you to. I'm just saying it's like they want you to enjoy the game. They want you to have fun with it. And that's why I love and respect these devs so much, is because, they make this game a lot of fun to experience, along with, the sussiness of it all, what I'm saying, when it comes to, big titties and big booty on the screen, stuff like that, right? Fan service that we all love and enjoy. They keep it, they keep it real. It's like, it's fun, you have fun with it, but they also, do their very best with a lot of quality of life updates I've seen over everything I've covered. So that's why, I respect the devs a lot, Now, as for what they're going to do with the faded guest, I'm a little bit worried about it, but, we'll just have to see what they say more on that. And if you want to know more about that, you can check out my other video with, that thing with the survey. But like, I'm pretty confident that, actually, I am confident that they'll choose the right choice with that. Because I feel just having the alternative universes of costumes or characters is the best approach for Faded Guest. It just makes a lot more sense to keep it that way and not really change anything, because there's nothing really wrong with it, like, at all. It's been working all this time. There's no reason to change it. That saying, like, if it ain't broke, don't fix? It's basically it. So here's the costume pickup scheduling. So if you want to take a look at it here, obviously this is still going on. Luvencia is still in the rerun. Wild Dog Luvencia. Is she an excellent chain stacker / physical? You damn straight she is. She is very strong. And if you have her paired up with her Deal Snatcher Luvencia or her business one, you're golden. Her exclusive gear, in my opinion, is worth it. It is worth investing in, but that's just me. You can get away with crafting a UR gear, but I say, since she is technically a very, very, high damage dealer like Wilhelmina when it comes to chain stacking, I would say go for the gear, just like Wilhelmina. So up to you guys, though. As for Tyr's exclusive gear, I would say depends. If you want to go for it, go for it. I mean, you do get that sweet 90% crit damage. So if you like to nuke things, you enjoy doing things like that, much like how Sacred Justia does, and Levia, and Lowen, etc., right? Eclipse, Mikaela, then go for it. Up to you guys. But I would also, at the same time, hold back a little bit until they reveal Darien, because I'm very curious about Darien in general, what she is going to be capable of. But that's totally up to you guys what you want to do with that. But yeah, so have fun with it, and we shall see what happens, right? Let me see here, though. So before October 9th, you know what? I just realized something here, the scheduling. So that scheduling says, oh, wait a second. So wait a second. It's saying Prophetic Dream Darien is from October 2nd to October 9th. But down here, it's saying that she's until October 2nd to October 22nd. I think that's a typo on their end. Oh, I think so. Oh, snap. I believe it is. That might be a typo. You see how it says October 22nd? Well, you guys can't see it if you guys got to squint. But trust me on that. It says before October 22nd maintenance for Darien. Huh. Okay, so ignore what I said in the beginning of this video. Darien is until October 22nd. She debuts on October 2nd. I don't know. That's really odd how they worded that. Interesting. Okay, so you do have more than 7 days. I was like looking at that. I'm like, what? Okay, so that was probably a typo then on their end. Yes. Okay, so Darien, guys, is gonna be from October 2nd to October 22nd. Okay. Um, Tyr is gonna be from September 24th, which already 4 days have passed already, to October 9th. Okay. I hope they realize that that's like. Well, regardless, you guys got the news here if you're watching this. So there it is. After the main thing. Okay, so I already showed you the Powder of Hope shop, who's in it, Mirror War shop, and Golden Thread shop as well. So yeah, there you guys have it. They have some issue fixes that they did. If you want to read them, here they are. Okay, I just bumped my microphone. But yeah, that's really about all the quality of life updates until we get more of them. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it was a little bit more informative. I know I'm a little out of practice with everything because I just got back. I've been gone for 2 weeks, but I'm gonna start doing a little bit better. And because I got so many things planned, I got so many things I want to talk about with content with other games. Because now we have, what is it, Anata, Dual Knight Abyss. You're right. I'm gonna be covering those. But yeah, with that being said, though, hope you guys had fun. Hope you guys enjoy the new update, the upcoming update, and then the future 2.5 anniversary. If you save enough for it, save up for it, because I guarantee you, if it's anything like last year with their 2.5, they're going to go all out again this year with their 2.5 anniversary. Okay, but totally up to you. Save, spend, do what you want, have fun with it, and I'll catch you all in the next Brown Dust 2 update. So catch you later, guys, and take care.